Okay, so you are going to grab your strap. You're going to place it underneath your feet. You want your palms to be facing your body, or sorry, facing with your elbows bent, your knuckles are towards the ceiling. You should be able to see your palms. My heels are the only thing touching the ground right now. And as you lift up into a bridge, you're going to straighten your arms towards the ceiling. Straighten up, lower down, up, and down, up, and up. Good. So lift the hips, straighten the arms, lower the arms, lift and lower, lift and lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2, lift and hold. Okay, you're going to open your arms out to the side, bring them back up towards the ceiling. Open and close. Open, close. Open, close. For 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to pause with those arms open, and let's bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. For 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to pause with your elbows bent, and then reach your arms up, and then bend your elbows down. Reach your arms up, bend your elbows down. Reach up, reach up. Good. For 5, 4. Now with those heels being the only point on the ground, you could be working, you could feel your calves quite a bit, and that's okay. If you need to, you just place the balls of your feet back down. Pause with the arms straight above you. Lower the hips down. Place the balls of your feet down. Now, as you lift your hips up, you bring your arms up towards the ceiling. And then as you lower the hips down, you lift the arms back up. So your arms go above the head, or your hands go above your head. Up, lift the hips, reach the arms up for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And arms are above the head, the hips are down. Let's paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring your arms down. Okay, go ahead. You can let go of the straps. You're going to bring your hands behind your head to support your neck. Take a big inhale, and then as you exhale, you crunch up. Inhale to lower down. Exhale to crunch up. Inhale, exhale. Good, and you're just going to continue to push the head into the hands, making sure your neck is supported. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you lower down. Exhale as you come up. Inhale back down. We're going to do for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And now crunch up and hold. Bring your left leg to tabletop. Rotate right armpit towards left knee. As you crunch over. 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 Good. Over. Over. For 5, 4, 3, 2. And on this one, you're going to crunch and hold. Now reach that leg forward, bend it back in. Reach the leg forward, good. And you keep that rotation of that right armpit towards that left knee. Good. For 3, for 2, 1. Bend that right leg to tabletop, place the right foot down, lower the shoulder down, bring the opposite leg to tabletop and rotate towards the other side. So right leg's in tabletop now, and you're rotating that left armpit towards the knee. Hi, Andrea. rotate, rotate. Good. Now, as you rotate over, you're going to straighten that leg. Crunch up and extend the leg forward. Extend. Exhale. Exhale. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're going to hold here. Hold with that leg extended, rotated that left armpit, and you're going to open and close the right leg. Open, close, open, close. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the leg into tabletop, place that foot down, grab your strap, it was down by your feet, and lay back down. And you're gonna have your palms facing your knees, arms straight up towards the ceiling, and just open the arms out to the side. And as you're doing this, you wanna try to touch the sides of the room. We're trying to create space in the shoulder socket. So you open, good, and close. Open, close. Good, and it's just that pushing out towards the sides of the walls for 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're gonna pause with your arms open. That strap should be down towards the chest and you're trying to touch the edge, sorry, trying to touch the walls. Straighten your legs out and flex your feet. Push out of your heels. You're gonna look down the nose to roll your spine all the way up, 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 up. Good, and then just take that strap, wrap it around your feet. Sit up tall. If you need a ball to support your low back at any point, go ahead and grab one. And then just bend your elbows in, reach your arms forward. Bend your elbows in, reach the arms forward. Bend in. Good. And you want to have quite a bit of strap so that you should feel your back of your arms, shoulders working here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and pause with those elbows back behind you. You hinge back, and then you sit back up. Now you're only hinging back as far as it feels comfortable in your low back, and your spine shouldn't change shape and come back up. So you just tilt behind the sit bones, and you come up on top of the sit bones. So there's no rounding, there's no pelvic tilt here. Those sit bones stay pressing down. Good. They're pushing towards the ground the whole time. Last one, you tilt back and hold. Reach those arms forward. You're in that straight back. Close the ribs without rounding that spine. Open and close the arms. Good. Open, close. Open, close. Patricia, look up a little bit more. Kathy, look up a little bit more. Yep, so that you're not looking down. That's going to put a little bit of stress in that neck. You want your ears in line with the shoulders. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, bring the arms forward, sit back up on those sit bones. Now you're going to hinge forward so that your sit bones are still on the ground. You push your heart forward. You're gonna get a stretch in your hamstrings. If it's ever too much, you can always bend the knees slightly. Open the arms out to the side, turn your palms to face the ground, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Good. Pull back and back and back. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this one you pull back and hold. Let's paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, hinge forward a little bit more, everybody. 1, 5 circles the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach those arms forward. Shake the arms out. Go ahead, you're gonna let go of your strap. So if you have that ball, you need support for your low back here. You wanna place that ball under behind your sacrum. And if this gets into anybody's back, you're just gonna sit up. But we're gonna be focusing on squeezing those inner thighs, really working those inner thighs for support. You can always re-wrap your feet and grab the strap if it's ever getting to be too much in your back and you don't have any ball for support. So sitting up tall, you're just gonna roll back into that C curve now. And then come up. Roll back and up. Good. Roll back and up. And then as you roll back, feel your ribs drawing down, not crunching you forward. They're pushing down towards the ground. And we're gonna hold here. Okay, and just hold. Now bring the arms forward. We're gonna play with the center of gravity. Squeeze your knees together. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, keep those arms open. Draw the shoulder blades down. Straighten your right leg forward and you're just gonna lift it up and hold. We're gonna open and close that right leg. Open. Now, if this ever gets into anybody's back, you come up taller and rest at any point if you need to. And then Marie, just bring your ears back in line with you more so they're not going forward. Yep. 2. Last one, bend that right knee, place that foot down, come up. It's gonna be an active recovery. Inhale here, exhale, roll back and hold. Now lift the arms up, lower the arms down. Lift the arms up, lower the arms down. You will still be working the core if you just roll back just a little bit and support your spine. So just listen to your body. Now on this one, you're gonna lift the arms up and hold. Straighten that left leg. You're gonna lift it up. And now let's open and close that left leg. Open and close. Let the shoulders pull down away from the ears. Push out of your elbows for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg back to center, bend the knee, place that foot down, bring your arms forward. Now remove the ball if it's behind your back so that you can roll the rest of the way down. Bend the knees in. Heels are gonna press down to lift your hips up into your bridge. And now you're gonna let this bridge work on that. Try not to extend the spine. You're pushing your ribs down, holding here. Now we're just gonna march, alternating marches. And as you do this, check in with your pelvis. Don't let your pelvis drop down either side. You're squeezing your glutes to push your hips forward and up. And then you're using your core to pull your spine down. So there's 2 oppositional forces creating stability. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And then from here, let's straighten your left leg straight out in front. And we're holding. We're gonna paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee, place that foot down. Take an inhale here, exhale, straighten the right leg. Hold. Check back in with the pelvis, check back in with the core. Both should be engaged. Holding. Let's paint 5 circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bend the knee. Place that foot down. Lower your hips all the way down. Just bring the knees in towards your chest. Place your hands down on the ground. Wrap your ankles. Cross one ankle on top of the other. So this is going to get you, as you're trying to open the ankles, it gets into your abductors, and then you squeeze your knees together. So your pelvis is working on both sides, inner thighs and outer glutes. You're going to just bring the knees closer to your chest and then lower back down. So it's just this rolling up and down. Not much work. We're just moving the pelvis here, but it's your core that pulls the pelvis off the ground by doing a pelvic tilt. Now, after you do that pelvic tilt, push your hips up towards the ceiling. And you can use your hands a little bit as well. Up. And we're going to keep the movement only as small as you don't push into your hands. So lift your arms towards the ceiling. So you have to use just your core and make the movement only as big as you can control it. It's not about getting up high. It's about getting up as high as you can with using just your core. Last one, then switch what ankle is on top. Good. Crunch. Back down. Crunch up. Good. For 5, 4. So it's really working the lower portion of your abs, getting those deep abdominals. 2, 1. Uncross your ankles, place your feet down, and let's just roll onto your side. And we're going to be doing some deep glute muscles. So you're making that 90-degree angle with the legs. We're going to be clamshells. So it's going to be lift the knee, lower the knee. And you can create a little pillow for yourself. Lift and lower. Lift and lift. 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 Good. Up and up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're going to pause with the knee lifted. Now, lift the ankle to be in line with the knee to make your leg parallel, and then drop the ankle down. Parallel, drop the ankle down. Parallel, drop the ankle down. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Now pause when the leg is parallel. We're going to kick the leg straight out in front of you. Now, your knees should be parallel to one another. There's like a bar going in between the knees, so they're stacked on top of each other. Lower the entire leg down. Your knees are on top of each other. Lift it up. Lower down, lift up. Lower down, lift up. Down and up. For 3, 2, last one. Lift and hold. Let's paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick the leg back in line with you. You're going to really flex that foot. Push out of that heel. Take your top arm. Reach, 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 and feel how that lifts your ribs off the mat, and you get a little bit of a stretch. Keep your ribs lifted off the mat. Bring your arm back down. Lift the leg a little higher. Whole side of your ribs. So you can even be pushing into that bottom shoulder a little bit. Now bend the knee so that the foot goes behind you. Your knee is still in line with your hip. Okay. Now just bring the knee in front. Kick the knee back. You're keeping that bent knee and you're moving your femur up to a 90-degree and then back, putting the footprint on the wall behind you. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, you're going to pause with that leg and tabletop in front of you. Now, lift the bottom of your foot towards the ceiling. Yep, and then drop it back to parallel. Internally rotate, keep the ribs lifted, and just notice how that changes how much internal rotation you can have. When your pelvis is in neutral, your spine is in neutral, your femur can rotate within that pelvis a little smoother. For 5, lifting the bottom of the foot towards the ceiling with that 90-degree angle. 1, and pause. Internally rotated. Good. Now straighten the leg forward. It gets very heavy. Bend it again. Straighten the leg forward and bend. Watch the ribs, everybody. Keep them lifted. For 3, for 2, and on this one, we're going to pause with the leg straight. Let's paint those 5 circles. Internally rotated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg back, turn it back to parallel, lower it down, let it rest. Hello, hip complex. Okay, reach that top arm up. As you reach that bottom leg down, you're getting a deeper stretch. And then you're just gonna place that top arm onto the ground in front of you so you can push yourself up. And then you're gonna come up to this high kneeling position, grab your strap. Okay, whichever leg was your top leg right now, you're gonna bring that leg in front. For me, my top leg is coming in front. So whichever leg should be tired, you should feel a difference between the two. That's gonna be the one that's gonna be in front of you. And you want that knee directly underneath the ankle. You're gonna turn your palms to face forward. We're gonna bend and straighten the elbows here. So you're in this split lunge, 2 90-degree angles, and we're just doing these bicep curls. Up, up, good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're gonna pause with your elbows bent. Now, your back toes are tucked. If your knees need more support, you're just gonna hinge forward and straighten the back leg. If you can, just go straight up. And then everybody, bend your front knee and hinge forward. Now, we're gonna lower the arms back down. Okay, you're gonna bend and straighten the elbows again for that bicep curl. But as you're doing this, pull your shoulder blades down as you bend the elbows up. We're gonna do this for 5 more, then we're gonna just add on to the movement. So this bicep curl is gonna be a part of the movement the whole time. Then we're gonna be adding in a serve a tray. So after this one, you bend your elbows all the way up. You lower to a 90-degree angle. You reach the arms forward, you bend them back in, you lower down. Bend the elbows up, lower to a 90. Reach the arms forward, bend them back in, lower down. Bend all the way up, lower to a 90. Reach the arms forward, bend them back in, lower down. Good. All the way up, lower to 90. Reach forward, bend in, lower down. Bend up, lower to 90. Now, everybody, that glute should be really on fire. You've already worked it in that side lying series. Now we're really working it to stabilize. Last one, reach those arms forward and hold. Draw the shoulder blades down. Turn the palms to face the ceiling. Let the scapula pull down your spine, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Let's paint 5 circles. 5, 4. Listen to how slow they are. 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your elbows in, lower the arms down. You're already in this hinge forward. Just lower the knees the rest of the way to the ground. Bring that foot out of the strap, place the strap aside, and let's turn and lie on your other side. So we can work your other hip. Yay. Okay, you're gonna lie down, create a little pillow for yourself, 90-degree angle. And then from here, clamshell, lift up, lower down, lift up, lower down, up, and up, up, up. Good. Now, already from here, create this little mouse house. Lift the ribs towards the ceiling. Try to get the pelvis in neutral. Make sure you're not tucking that tailbone. It's as if you have your back up against the wall and you have to push your sacrum into the wall. And you have that little curve in your low back. For 2, lift the knee up and hold. Now, lift the heel in line with the knee, drop the heel down. Lift the heel up, drop the heel down. Lift the heel up, drop the heel down. Lift and lower, lift and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this one, you're gonna lift that ankle up and hold. Good. Now, just keep that lift. Reach that leg down, push out of the hip so it's in line with the shoulder and you're pushing down Feel your ribs and pelvis lift off the ground even more. Bend your knee. Now you're gonna bring your knee up into tabletop, kick back in line with you. Bring your knee up into tabletop, kick back in line. Bring it up, kick back, bring it up, kick back, and really just feel how that's your glute that is moving your femur. Your hamstring is working in the flexion and your glute is working to move in hip extension. And then you're gonna pause when that leg's back in line with you. Straighten the leg so it's in line with your shoulder. Let's paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick your leg forward and hold. Internally rotate. Toes are towards the ground. Now bend your knees so the bottom of the foot goes towards the ceiling. Now you're just gonna drop that leg back to parallel, lift up to internal rotation. Drop the leg to parallel. Kathy, straighten your knees a little bit more forward so that your heel is underneath your knee. Good. There, yep. Good, Andrea. Now everyone, try not to let your knee drop towards the ground when you go into that internal rotation. Lift. 2 more. 1. Lift and hold. Now straighten that leg forward again. We're gonna hold here. Let's paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. These are slow circles. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn your leg to parallel, bend your knee, lower back down. And now let's just roll onto your backs. We're gonna do just an active stretch here. It's not gonna be too long. You're gonna bring the outside of the right ankle. You're gonna turn out and place it on top of the left knee. You're gonna push that right knee away from you for 2 seconds, 1, 2. Then you draw it across your midline. You push it away, and then you draw it towards you. So we're just moving into a deeper external rotation, and then you come back into internal rotation. External rotation, internal rotation. Last one, external rotation, internal rotation. Take the right ankle off, take the outside of the left ankle, place on top of the right knee, push that left knee away from you, draw it across. Push away, draw across. Good. Push away. And like from here also, you want to make sure that your pelvis stays in neutral. It's not moving at all. It's the femur moving within the pelvis. Last one. And then you're going to bring that foot out. And you're going to turn and lie on your stomach. But before you do, remember which leg you just worked. So just remember. You're going to turn onto your stomach. And you're gonna make cactus arms. So your elbows are in line with your shoulders out to the side. Fingertips are going towards the ceiling, making that 90-degree angle. You're gonna bend your knees if you have back problems. So just to make a shorter lever, otherwise you can keep your legs straight. So from here, draw your shoulder blades down. And we're just going to lift the head and push your heart forward through your shoulders, coming up into extension, the bottom of your ribs. Now, everybody, you're not looking forward, you're looking towards the ground. Your neck shouldn't have any deep creases. It should be flat, and then you're gonna lower back down. Push your heart forward as you lift your head and chest up. Good, Kathy, bring your chin closer to your chest. Marie, chin closer to your chest. Yeah, so you're looking really down at the ground, not directly in front of you, slightly forward. Good, and then lower back down. Now on this one, you're gonna lift the head, lift the chest, and hold. Actively push out of your feet. You're not lifting your legs up. If your knees are bent, you're actively pushing out of your knees. You're reaching towards those feet. So see if you can get your legs longer. Now float those cactus arm up. Push your pubic bone gently into the mat. Draw your belly button off the mat. And now reach the arms forward, bend them back in. You reach the arms only as far forward as you don't feel any pain in your back. It is a long lever forcing your back extensors to fire more. Good. Good, Marie. For 3. Kathy, pull the belly button up. See if you can lift up higher for 2. Good. Now, everyone, you're going to reach your arms as far forward as you can and hold. And we're just going to start to swim with just the arms. Actively push out of the feet. The hips aren't moving. The pelvis isn't moving. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your elbows in. Push your hands down. Push yourself back into a child's pose. So you're in that child's pose, letting that low back rest. Now you're going to grab your strap and you're going to hold your hands somewhat close and you're going to come down to this all fours position. And your knuckles are in the, I have these kind of monkey knuckles. Oh. And you're going to be holding the strap. Now, if that's too much on anyone's wrist, you can always just have one hand holding the strap with your fist. The other hand can be flat. You find what works for you. And palms are facing your knee. You're going to just open that arm. Let's do your right arm. Open the right arm out to the side and then bring it back in. Open out to the side. Good. So as you open that arm out to the side, the thumb turns towards the ground. Open. Good. Open. Good. Keep going. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're going to hold that arm open out to the side. Good. Let's paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Now, see if you can push yourself away from the ground more and then push that floating right arm out to the side more. Feel how your shoulder blade is drawing towards your midline, but your arm bone is pushing out. For 3, 2, 1. Bring the arm back in. Now we're going to do the left arm. Okay. From here, find that neutral spine. Open that arm out to the side. Bring it back in. Good. Open it out to the side. And if you ever want more work here, you just bring the hands a little closer together. And close. Open and close. Open and open. Good. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this one, you're going to pause. Arm lifting out. Reach out of that shoulder, but pull the shoulder blade in. 5 circles for 5, 4, 3. Pull the heads away from the ground. 1, 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to just hold that arm up. Push out, push out, push out. Find the stability. For 3, 2, 1. Bring the arm back down. Come up to that high kneeling position. Round the shoulders forward and back. So remember which leg you just worked most recently. That leg is going to come in front and stand on the strap. Okay, that leg is in front. Now you're going to switch so that the strap's coming out of the pinky side of your hand. So your palms will be facing your body. Okay, now from here, either go straight up or hinge forward and straighten the leg up. Good. Now bend that front knee forward. And from here, we're just going to hold. We're going to pull the arms back. Back. Now, the important thing is in this hinge, you're not pushing forward. It's not about the knee coming forward. Everyone continue doing the arms pulling back as I get on my soapbox. You want to push down, not forward. If you're pushing forward, that's going to put the pressure into the knee. It's this downward push to get the back line engaged. We're going to pull back 5 more times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this one, you pull back and you hold. Draw the shoulder blades down. Let's bend and straighten the elbows. Good. So this time we're not doing continuous builds. We're doing repeat of the exercise because now your shoulders, your triceps have to work and your deltoids just to maintain the arms behind you. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep those arms pulling back behind you. Draw the shoulder blades down and hold. You're pulling those pinkies up towards the ceiling. Now we're going to open and close the arms out to the side. Open and close. Open and close. Open, close. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms into your side. Reach the arms forward. Now we're just going to take that back knee, lower it down to the ground. Take the strap and you're going to get rid of it. Bring your knees side by side. Come to your all fours position. Rotate the eyes of your elbow. That's where that elbow crease happens. You rotate the eyes of the elbows forward. It puts more weight into the pinky side of the hand. Separate those shoulder blades. Reach one leg back. And then engage the core. Find your neutral spine. Reach your other leg back into your plank. And you're just going to hold. At any point, you can drop down to your knees at any point and do your plank here. And it's the only thing that changes is really the knees bend down. You're still everything. Hips are flat. Back is pushing away from the ground. And we're holding here. That's only if you need to drop to your knees. And now let's just bend your right knee up, then your left knee. Now, if you're on your knees, this is fine. You can just bring the leg to the outside. Outside. So that's the modification. At any point, drop down. Good. Good. And it's that bend the knees up. For 3, 2, 1. Now everyone lower down to your knees. Push back into that child's pose. And you're going to bring yourself back up, right? Round those shoulders. And then from here, we're going to send those feet wide. So they're going to be really far outside of the shoulders. Now, again, if you need to drop to your knees will just be wide outside of the shoulders. Notice that my hips are always going to be flat. Otherwise, you're up onto those feet. And you can also always bring your hips higher up. And then we're going to alternate. You touch one shoulder, then the other. Opposite hand touches the opposite shoulder. Up. Good. Touch. Touch. For 5, 5. Minimizing any movement of the torso. 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. And you'll bend your knees. Push back into that child's pose. Then bring yourself up. And then we're going to come to a standing, and you're going to come to a standing however feels best for your body. Feels best? Whatever feels best for your body. To come up to a stand. Okay, we're going to incorporate everything. So grab your strap. Now the arms are going to go above the head. It's going to be like we're doing a pull-up. So your hands stay somewhat close to each other. If you ever need this to be heavier, you're going to bring your hands close together. So from here, you're going to bring those arms above the head. Turn out, and the feet, their heels are just outside of your shoulders, if not just underneath them. And you're turned out. As you squat down, it's going to be like you're doing a pull-up. You bend your elbows wide and then stand back up. Bend your elbows. Yeah, now keep the wrists on top of the elbows as you bend down. So you're doing that pull-up. Bend down, pulling yourself up, and then straighten and reach the arms up. Good. And up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this one, you're gonna hold. You're holding down into that squat. Get the weight into the heels, pull the shoulder blades down, push out of those elbows. Turn your palms to face the ground, palms to face forward, palms to face the ground, palms to face forward. Now everyone, get more weight into your heels. Make sure your pelvis isn't pushing forward. Stick your butt out. Palms to face the ground. Now palms face the ground and hold. As you reach your arms forward, you're gonna lift your heels up. Then you bend your elbows in as you drop your heels down. Lift the heels, lower the heels. Now check in with your feet. Make sure that you are only lifting up as high as you don't balance on your toes. It's really about lifting up onto where your metatarsals, where your toes insert into the foot. For 3, for 2. Last one, keep those heels lifted, arms straight out in front. We're gonna take 5 circles each direction with just the left arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the heels down. Now just the right arm. Keep that left arm still. 5 circles. 5, 4. Get lower. 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up tall. Lower the arms down. Go ahead. Get rid of that strap. Walk your feet closer together. Float your arms straight up towards the ceiling as you inhale. Exhale, look down the nose, round the spine forward, reaching down towards the ground. You're just gonna hang here for a second. Back and forth. Then you're gonna take another inhale to build the spine back up. Arms are gonna float up towards the ceiling, then you send them out to the side to make a T. Left arm overhead, right arm in the front, side bend. Now from this side bend, you're gonna take the left leg, cross it in front of your right, and continue deepening that side bend. And that's gonna get a little bit into that TFL, into your side hip complex. And then uncross your leg, build your spine back up. Arms are back out to the side. Right arm overhead, left arm in front, side bend. Then bring that right leg in front. And pull yourself back up, uncross that leg, arms are out to the side. Pinch your shoulder blades together as you lift your heart up. Big inhale. Exhale, give yourself a hug, remembering which arm's on top. And you're gonna rotate your spine, left, right, left, right. Bring yourself back to center. Open those arms out to the side. Lift the heart as you pinch those shoulder blades together. Give yourself another hug. And now instead of rotating, side bend. Left and right. Left and right. Bring those arms back down. It seems like we are done, but we're actually not. You're gonna send those legs wide. You're going to hinge forward halfway. Then bend your knees, sending your sits bones back and behind you. And then we're gonna shift all the weight into your right leg. And you should look down, you should see your knee on top of your ankle. Your hip is going straight in line with the knee. And we're just gonna tap the ball of the foot. Of that right foot, where all the weight is. Getting the shin to turn on for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let that foot rest. Stay low as you switch all the weight into the other leg. Stick that tailbone out. All the weight's in the heel. Tap the foot. Tap, tap, tap. Getting that shin to fire. This is just to make sure that your ankles feel supported for the work for the rest of the day. For 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs back. Bring your body back to center. Stand up tall. Walk your feet in. Do a couple of calf raises. Roll the ankles. Fantastic job, everybody. Happy Monday, Wednesday, whatever day.